Hi everyone, it's the Honest Long-Term Review Guy here, and today we're going to be reviewing this, and I don't know how to pronounce this, so I'm just going to assume it's either PEYOU or PEYOU 12-inch selfie ring light with tripod stand and phone holder, and it is advertising the reinforced 60-inch extendable tripod, and it also includes a mini phone tripod, and in a nutshell, the most important thing is that it has the LED ring light. And it's claiming, of course, you can read like I can, that it's claiming, hey, great for vlogging, makeup, live streaming, and photography. I've also been using it, as you can see in this case, or you will see, for videography. So for $45.99 currently on Amazon.ca, I like this. The tripod alone is decent quality. Is it fantastic? I'm just going to do something. So anyone that has a seizure disorder or is photosensitive from a light, like photophobic, you might want to turn away for this, because I'm just going to tap the tripod. So your screen might wobble a little bit, or the image on your screen is going to wobble a little bit. But I'm just going to tap with my knuckle here right now. Okay, so don't know how that, and actually, well, I've got dealing with an iPhone Pro 15 here, so the optical sensor in that would have stabilized that pretty well. But I just barely tapped the tripod with my knuckle, not enough to hurt my knuckle whatsoever, but so a light tap with this tripod at its full height, where the top of the ring is about 6 feet tall. I'm saying about, don't quote me on that. But so the tripod wobbles a little bit if it's gently tapped, but overall I'm happy. I'm happy with this. So the little mini tripod that it is claiming for the phone, that is just plastic. It's solid, but it is just plastic legs and such. So if anyone were to accidentally knock their, whatever, if they sit on it, it's toast. So anyways, so don't expect too much out of the mini tripod, the mini phone tripod that is included. I'm not sure how long that is going to last. Anyways, right now the ring light is not on. What you're seeing is just some backlight from a couple of just halogen, I think 18 or 20 watt halogen bulbs, so that's going to be a combined 36 or 40 watts in total that are coming in from the right hand side. But I'm going to turn the ring light on right now, and in a nutshell, as you may or may not have read, what I've liked about this so far, insofar as doing some videography, taking a few photos as well. My wife and I do not have kids, but we've got pets. And so taking some shots of our pets, this is what I've liked about this particular ring, as well as, hey, guess what? Doing reviews of some products that we have bought on Amazon. This does a really good job, and the different temperature colors, this does a fantastic job of me being able to choose, hey, what temperature, what brightness to enhance and show the product at its best. So I always try, regardless of how much I like or dislike a product, I do try to show the product at its best. So in a nutshell, I'm just going to turn, so get ready for the light to come on, and don't be too surprised in case your computer monitor is like, ah. Anyways, here we go, light on. Okay, so that is currently, and actually I'm not sure, because this just comes, I'm going to bring this up to you in front. With me. So in front of the camera, that is the control that we are dealing with. So power is down there, okay? Mode selector is in the middle, and then it's plus and minus for light, okay, or for brightness, okay? So I can start clicking down, okay? You get the idea. And you can hold it, by the way. You don't have to click. If you just want to go down in mild increments, press one at a time, higher, or just hold. Okay? Different color. Okay? Now this is, I think this was started off on their warm color. Okay? That's their white, and then next should be blue. Yeah. So I'll go through that again with my hand out of the way so you can see. So we'll go back, so it's going to go back to the warm light. Actually, let's go back up to max. Okay. So warm, white, and what I claim to be blue. Warm, and then again, so you have to let your eyes adjust for, it's not the lamp itself that's changing anything. It is your eyes that take those few seconds. Apparently I was told once by a photographer when I was young, taking some professional lessons, it's the rods in your retina or something like that that take milliseconds to adjust to these colors. So anyways, so just letting you know. So, and again, so the manufacturer, the seller is claiming 30 different color temperature options. It's not, well, I beg to differ. I'm not an expert, so that could be correct. What I'm just noticing is we've got 3 different color temperatures, and then within each one of those 3, you have 10 different brightness options. So it still does give you a lot of variety. I do like it. I've been primarily going between the warm and the white. So again, there's white, and it just again brightens things up. So, and yeah, and then just bringing down, and yeah, I just thought I'd do this on a dark wall, or sorry, a dark wall, forgive me. Sorry, and I just barely bumped that, so maybe you might have seen that wobble again. So on an off-white wall, with a couple of these pictures, brown, just an oak, just the oak breakfast bench there. And yeah, just let you see for yourself. I just figured, okay, we've got some different colors going on here, a different mosaic of colors, and hopefully let you see for yourself what this is doing. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this video up before it drags on for any longer. Back up to the top. So white, blue light, and sorry, I should have gone through, hopefully it's in the description there. I think the blue light, I think this goes up to something like 7,000 or 7,500 K, but reading the description itself, right now this is the highest temperature you're going to achieve is right now, okay? And then yeah, you're warm, and then yeah, the lowest white light, lowest blue light, and then for differentiation, what this compared to off, on, off. Okay, I'll leave it at that, my friends. Take care, everyone.
Welcome to my review of the 26 RGB LED ring light. This particular model comes with a 20-inch telescopic rod, an adjustable phone holder, 6.7-inch wide diameter base that's made out of metal, so it's pretty strong and durable, as well as the 10-inch wide LED ring light, which has 9 RGB dynamic color modes and switches between RGB in a circular pattern, as well as 13 different colors for static modes, so you can set it to red or green, the entire light, as well as 3 normal color mode profiles, so you can go between white and different shades of yellow. The unit also has an adjustable control module that's built in and lets you increase and decrease the brightness, toggle between the RGB modes as well as the color temperature modes, and power on and off the unit itself. It comes with an adjustable tripod ball head, which is also made out of metal, and has a telescopic rod which is adjustable between 14 and 20 inches. And if you look at the power supply, it uses a standard USB interface with 5V 2 amps. So you will need a USB charging brick or a USB PD adapter, which is not included with the unit, and that may be a major downside because you do need a separate USB charging brick similar to the one that you charge your phone with, and it takes a total of 10 watts of power. The LED light chain is rated as having 160 individual LED elements, but we will take a look at the unit closer in detail and test out the different color modes. I've already put the phone holder, and it just screws in with a 1/4-inch tripod screw into the LED ring light. One of the things I noticed right away is the light itself is made of plastic, and the rest of the components are metal, like the base, the tripod ball head. The first step is really just putting on the telescopic rod, and this seems to use just like a standard plastic mount. It's to the bottom of this particular rod, so that is slightly on the concerning side as to how long this might last, but I will test all the features. Most of it is plastic, but has a 1/4-inch tripod screw, which is pretty standard. It has the power ratings at the back and color ratings as well. And the phone holder, it is coated in some kind of rubber, but the actual holder itself is also a bit on the plasticky side. The ball head seems to be mostly made out of metal with a plastic plate at the top, but overall is pretty decent quality. It's a standard ball head. It gives you 360 degrees of adjustment, and it screws into the bottom of the RGB LED ring light just like that, and then you can mount this at the top of the actual telescopic rod. Let's test out the different color modes. You have your spinning RGB. Here's all the different modes. I'm just going to cycle through them. Of course, you have your static color modes as well, which toggles through all the different colors in the rainbow. This is the unit at maximum brightness, and this is the unit at minimum brightness. Again, it does require a 5V 2 amp power supply, and with that, it does provide a lot of light output, a decent amount. I wouldn't say it's high, The brightness is definitely good, but it's not as powerful as a full soft box. But when you do switch off to the white and other color LED modes, when it sets it to the maximum brightness, it does provide very high power output. In fact, this is probably one of the brightest LED ring lights that you can possibly get in this kind of range at the entry level. And yeah, so if you do have a full 5-volt 2-amp power supply, it does provide a good amount of power, especially when all the LEDs are set to maximum. However, I found that, at least in the RGB mode, there is a bit of a difference in the amount of color, in the amount of light that is emitted. So you would have to have this really close up to get that color effect when you're using the RGB modes. But in the white LED modes, it does provide quite a lot of light output. So overall, I'm quite happy with this particular RGB LED ring light. It does seem to have a cob style. It is not a true cob, but because it has a lot of LED elements, it does cover the entire surface of the ring light, being that it's 10 inches, and you can't really tell each individual LED element, especially because you have that white plastic ring. Again, at the white, when you have it on the full power mode, does give quite a lot of light output. So overall, I'm quite happy. I'm going to do a full test of all the features and, share my thoughts.
Okay, so that one's just solid. And then solid yellow. Solid green. These are all the solids. Oh, and you can turn these down too, or higher, dimming. Anyways, there's the light features, and then this is totally adjustable, so you can move it to however you like. So with these here, there's this, so that you can change how you want this pointing. You can have it farther down, up. I can't do it with one hand, obviously, right now, but it does work. And then the base, and this doesn't actually screw in, it just sits in there, but it's meant to sit on your table anyways. And then, of course, this part here will make it adjust to a taller height, which, again, I can't do with one hand. Anyways, yeah. And then to turn it off, you have to go back to the main colors. Or there's the remote anyways. So you have to switch it back to that one to turn it off. And yeah, that's about it.